What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Hogwarts Legacy, and this is episode 9. So, last time we left off, we did quite a bit of side missions, and I think we did 1 or 2 main missions. So hopefully this time we can do 1 or 2 main missions again. Maybe we can aim for
cozy than Hogsmeade.
3 and then do all the side missions. We'll see how it goes. So the first thing I want to do is we are going to try and do this quest again, as I epically failed it. So, a forest, a bridge, and candles. So we need to find the candles. And the candles, I have no idea where they are. Where is the forest? There's another side mission over here. Oh, that's the Blue Retrievers. So someone did comment, you need to use Lumos near the bridge. That's all the comments said. So we are going to put a light spell on. So they said near the bridge, but we tried it near the bridge.
Enchanted candles.
Oh.
I wonder where they're heading.
Okay, so I did that the last time it didn't show up. Oh, is it because it's nighttime? Am I supposed to do it at nighttime? Okay, anyway, we are following candles.
The candles seem to be leading into the Forbidden Forest.
We are following candles right now, guys. We are finally gonna get rid of the side mission.
The treasure must be nearby.
Hmm?
I suppose a picnic in the Forbidden Forest could seem romantic. Treasure hunting suits me.
Nice. Okay, so we finally completed that one. After 5 episodes of not knowing what to do. So I was actually right in the last episode. It was just I went to the corner, I just didn't go near enough. That is so messed up that I was like inches off it. Cool. We have find the poacher camp where Biscuit is held, spot removal, and Mom's word. Let's do this. There's a beast pickup here as well. Trestleton. Oh, this is where we got the things. Okay, cool.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was until I invented blue powder.
You there, can you help me?
Oh god, do we have a...
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself will be in possession of such a thing?
You should be able to take care of yourself. I'm not giving you anything.
How cruel! Calling me a liar? I don't need the help of someone so rude.
The wolves will kill you anyway, lady.
You won't receive a drop of help from the likes of me.
Bitch. I got a curse spell. Don't tempt me. Okay. Let's fly on our trusty...
Time for a jaunt, I'd say.
Um, well, this is unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. That was the weirdest glitch I've seen. Let's just use the broom.
Poachers? Garnet was right then. I'd better be careful.
Hi.
You'll never be able.
You will not survive!
Constringer! Did you learn that in your fancy school?
Nice.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
Oh my word, that's a lot of them. Nose is itching again. This one was very precise on the red one.
Which one of you is Biscuit?
That does not help me that all of them are running.
Everything's all right now.
Which one is Biscuit? Surely it's that one. That one is a different color.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Surely.
All right, Biscuit.
Nice.
Let's get you back to Garnet, shall we?
The others we shall sell. 800 meters away. God damn. Hogsmeade. Where am I taking you to? Yeah, over there.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Garnet, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. My wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind.
There's a chest behind him.
Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Nice, get gold. Okay. Oh, I'm so happy I finally got that quest done that I was struggling with. Okay. Go to the forbidden... I was just there. I should have stayed there. Phew, this thing is all the way over there. That seems closer. Okay, let's go.
They come after me. I'll stick 'em up. When I set them alight, I know I could bring them.
This is where Saccharissa said to go. And where are those booba-tubers?
Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, there's a big ass troll.
Revelio.
Surely it's that.
Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness.
I'm stuck in a tree now. Okay, I see a whole lot on this side. And the troll, of course.
Just my luck. Troll. Rest easy, my large friend. Revelio.
I need 2 more. Question is, where are we gonna find these 2 more?
Worth the trouble, if you ask me.
Revelio.
Oh, I see it in the distance.
That should do it. I'd better get back to Saccharissa now.
Reducto. Done.
Are they actually fighting?
Confringo!
Jesus, never mind. Go. We've done that. Return to... Okay. Where is this so-called? Oh yeah, she was outside in Hogsmeade, no? Yeah, she was just on the outside over there.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
I keep forgetting I have these plants I can use. Because the trolls have so much health.
Saccharissa, I found the tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
Of course. Happy to have found them for you.
Thank you. And your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the Wizarding World will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available?
Ooh, I can finally wear that, I think.
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Okay. Let's put on our new legendary cloak. That being said, we need to... No, it doesn't that one. Does this one. Put the hoodie on. Nice. So we can put upgrades into this at least. We can upgrade it completely now. I think that would be great. In terms of quests, we have a poached egg. Talk to Poppy in Hogsmeade Town Circle. We are already here, so we might as well.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
That's
We
gonna
should
go
be in and
wrong.
out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for
But
all.
hopefully I can bag it and take it back.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
We can have a pet dragon.
If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
How about we feed her you, Poppy?
There she is, above us. Good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Not them wolves.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably exactly know.
Watch your step. Or just raring for...
Quiet, what was that? Well, there's no turning back. Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead. Good.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Oh my god.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make... Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She's making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but...
Time to bring all their Dark Souls rolls into this. Oh my word, don't forget what I said.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here?
Repair.
Maybe because there's dragons flying about?
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
What?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
I have some promising news and location of our dragon friend where to return. Oh no, we already did that. Okay. Now we just have this one. For now, unless more pop up.
What are you up to now?
So frustrating.
The way I had a thought that when we first saw this person, it was maybe related to Nat. Because they got the same character model.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone.
And also the accents.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Is that it? Okay. To the main mission we go. Astronomy Tower.
Can't wait to watch you try.
Hello there. Hello, old meat. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there. Revelio.
Astronomy telescope. This telescope is the finest stargazing instrument of its kind, perfecting for viewing the moon and the stars and anything else that might go and find the night sky. 1,900. Where did my man go? Oh, okay. We're gonna find some new fast travel points, that's for sure.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Nice. Now is, oh my word, this thing goes on. Jesus. We haven't even done half of this map as yet.
Could it be a murder trial? A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
how else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
It is time to enter the mine.
The door is looking at us.
Oh, great. It's one of those things.
Yes, of course. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Incendiary.
Actually, maybe the sun will come in handy. Oh, you're right there, Amit.
I still can't believe we're inside a real... I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. Okay.
I will not be made a fool of.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Being watched by a door. Revelio. Clever. It won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Wait, what? I had an extra set of... Oh my word, you're kidding? No freaking way.
Revelio.
Oh shit. That was a mistake. I dropped my cabbage. Oh, I see. Guys, I only figured this out like 20 hours into the game.
Incendio.
Okay. This way we... That was for a chest. Unidentified. At least it's another legendary item.
From one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
See myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. All working for me.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Oh, fuck.
Revelio. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
That's where we came from, no? Yes.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Incendio.
Oh no, 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 no.
Slow down. Come on now. It's me, Chris. Let's get this. Back this way.
Away with that.
Easily done.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Incendio. Revelio.
I need to actually upgrade so I can get those other 2 slots in.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
There's no Thomas. You ought to come back on pudding. Took you for a troll the other day.
Huh.
Was that
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Yo, Mr. Goblin Boy. Oh, wrong button.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. more of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Oh, gobbledygook. We literally have no mission, so we have to wait until freaking something comes in now.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
Seems like we're going into the map chamber. The headmistress speaks. Oh, what is this? My man is back. Let's go. It's back with the broom upgrade that we've needed. I guess we're gonna do another time trial then.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
4,000 what? Special price, you.
You'll be thrilled with that broom.
I don't want to imagine what the final upgrade price is gonna cost.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Ooh, 4,000. The hell did this chick go now? Damn. Damn. Let's activate all of these fast travel points as we get there. I think that's our best bet right now. All the way on the other side of the map, eh?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
That's... Okay, how am I supposed to get in then? Please advise. I can't even fly higher. Okay, how on earth? Okay. Maybe go through here? Yep, have to go through a tunnel.
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Oh, like heads of lettuce. Get away!
I ain't want no meat.
That student defeated our encampment in the tower.
I just wanna make my way through town.
You're like...
Whoa, there's a boss. Okay, I'm gonna take you on then.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Antique compass. Unfortunately, the fact that this is antique mount compass was dropped here means the muggle who dropped it probably wandering to the whales by now. Okay, so we made our way through here. Maybe we could make our way to this one, which is like right below.
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
Cool. Now we can freely go and activate all of them one by one. Because I have a feeling we'll end up coming back here.
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
So many goblins here. And a side mission. Retrieve the roll parchment from the table. Okay. I mean, while we're here, right?
Incendio.
Enjoy sailing hippogriffs, do you? Nothing more than
Hardly felt it. Incendio.
I have no idea where I'm freaking shooting at this point.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Levioso!
Incendio. Bombarda.
You've made a mistake.
Bombarda. Incendio. Bombarda.
You'd at least hold. Back for more, I see.
Not surviving fight.
Okay.
Huh. The location marked on the map isn't far from here.
And far from here, he says.
Perhaps not the best place to be caught alone.
This it? No, I doubt it.
Plans must be carefully and strategic.
Jeez, man, why is there so many? Could maybe be that one. It has those walls.
Castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Doubt it. We've got another treasure map which we need to go to again.
What are you up to now?
Okay. I'm not gonna get all of them. We can just get like the main ones in a row leading up to the side mission, will be fine.
Aha! There you are.
I'm curious to see what this is over this side. A lot of statues. Wait, what are the flames?
Stop right there.
Oh. Okay, I can go do the side mission.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
Did it even select the side mission?
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
I don't think it's a side mission.
Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffat. Pleasure. At the moment, I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to find a particular Diricol.
Ah, yes, the magical bird. Can disappear when it senses danger.
Peculiar things, aren't they? Did you know that muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name. I'm worried about a large albino Diricol known as Gwynaira. She's a local legend, so of course poachers are after her. If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen, and I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
Sounds as if she needs rescuing. I know the perfect place.
The perfect place is with me. Wait until the neighbours see her, not to mention how fashionable I'll be with those beautiful feathers. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the Diricols don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white Diricol.
Oh, thank you. Those gorgeous feathers. And she'd be safe. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. I've only ever seen her at night. I do hope you're able to save her. Be prepared to chase her. I sometimes wonder if she actually enjoys the pursuit.
Okay, it's over there. I think we still have a long way to go. Oh. And just like that, everything's popping up again. Which one is the sky's the limit?
I suppose I should watch for Gwynaira. At night, apparently.
1,300, so it is quite a distance still. So, we can make our way to fast draw points still.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Oh, it's another side mission here now.
Oh, I'm working. What if he's lonely?
Hello, madam. Is everything all right?
I'm simply beside myself since Rococo ran away. He's my pet niffler.
I'm sorry to hear that your pet is missing.
Thank you. I appreciate your words. I mean, I've had him for years. He's lovely company. Whilst on our morning constitutional the other day, south of here, he and I stumbled upon Henrietta's hideaway. They say that Henrietta was a paranoid recluse, filled her castle with all manner of traps to keep thieves from pinching her valuables. As we drew near, the morning sun reflected off something in a window, and before I knew it, Rococo was off. I've been worried sick, but I'm not about to meddle with Merlin knows what's inside that house, or the ashwinders that are lurking about.
I'll keep an eye out for Rococo.
Oh, that's terribly kind. But stay away from the hideaway. Far too dangerous. If someone does find him in the hideaway, they shall be well rewarded. Henrietta's treasures are theirs for the taking. She certainly won't mind now.
I should be going now. Thank you. $900.
Look at all the side missions piling up. Okay, so we need to go all the way over there. Okay then.
That hideaway does sound intriguing. Perhaps I should investigate, for Rococo's sake.
Let's do the flight things first, and then we can go look for these animals on the side. If we don't find any more bloody side missions. As I said, we always end up doing 5 million side missions and then 1 or 2 main missions.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
I'm over here.
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose.
Oh, shit. Starts. Oh, we're actually racing. Whoa, why did it stop? Why did it stop?
Made it. Brilliant.
Oh, this camera's gonna fuck me over.
If I do say so myself.
Oh, how did I miss all of that?
That wasn't too difficult.
We're officially on the half point.
Now that's more like it. Going well.
Oh, here comes the hard one. Goddamn turns are what gets me.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself.
Ooh, almost missed that.
That wasn't too bad. That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. You're an asset to our house. You take care of yourself.
Okay, now there was something over here which we needed to do, if I wasn't mistaken. Was it Rocco? I think it was. That's just over here. Let's just...
Lumos.
Ah, god damn it. Got this now.
This must be the castle where Miss Ashwinder certainly looks to be the place.
Uh-oh, that was a dumb move.
Go about stealing goblins. You stole our You're a bad.
Like me using the wrong spells.
Real quick, don't go down easy.
Now, while you're still alive.
Incendiary. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. I hope the Ashwinders haven't done anything with Rococo. Where in Merlin's name am I?
Ah, I need a fire one.
Incendiary.
Nice.
Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. I should follow the treasure to find that Niffler.
Oh, why did the camera go like that? Okay. So, fire. Oops.
This must be a way through.
Ah, I had to charge it up. And what is this one, I guess? Oh, what do I charge this one up? Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I lit this one up with fire. What am I lighting this one up with? Surely it has to be something. Oh, could it be a storm?
Lumos.
I'm trying everything I have.
Incendio.
It's purple magic. I don't know what to do with this one. I don't know what to do with this one. Sorry, I was just writing down what the name of the missions were so I can see what I can name this episode. I don't know what we need to use on this thing. Maybe one of these things? All of these didn't work. All of these didn't work. These didn't work. That can't be used. This doesn't allow me. Surely it's one of these. Let's try this one. Okay, so
there we go.
It had a purple color. I wouldn't associate that.
Should have expected company.
Patrol, watch for three.
Wait, is that Incendio! Bombarda!
Why don't you press the spider on?
Pay for your deed. I'm not down.
I did it. And an Ashwinder, no less.
Okay, so we found the statue. From the treasure map. Yeah. It seems like it takes me to a room.
Revelio. Guardian Leviosa. Incendio.
Okay. No idea what that's for, but anyway.
Revelio.
It's went up here by the looks of it.
These coins must have come from Miss Coffee's Nefla.
Huh?
More Ashwinders.
What's that mean, guy?
Where's that Your luck.
Shame about that.
Revelio.
What is in there? How do I get there?
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Surely there must be a way I can get you. Why is there a brick? Musical map. Oh, hell no.
What's this? Some sort of treasure map?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
I need to find one more.
Revelio.
Nothing on this side. Perhaps. This is where I came from, no? Oh, it's not working now. Probably has to be here.
Revelio.
Where on earth can that block be? Oh shit.
Incendio. Revelio.
Oh, wait a minute. Could it be that... Oh. I thought maybe it would have appeared from one of these. Apparently not. Okay, so then the flame goes on that side. Interesting. There is an upstairs. No, there isn't an upstairs, never mind. Ha 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 ha. Wah wah.
Revelio.
Is there it up there? How do I get up there? I don't think my spell will. Okay. Okay. There's a flame one gone, by the way. Did it go back in here? Oh my word, it did.
Leviosa.
Work with me, block. Work with me. Did I do this wrong? That is fire. That has a leaf on it. This is the only thing I have that has a leaf. I see.
Ugh. When I get my hands on that niffler.
Oh, is that it?
Revelio.
However, we're not giving it back to the lady.
Professor Howard, I hope Miss Coffee appreciates this.
We are keeping it. Not a legendary item. Where am I now? I'm back at the start. Let's just see what else we can do here. Use the musical map to find the treasure. Need to return to Aldi. Use Henrita's map to find the treasure. Oh, okay. I need to write these down that we're completing, because I need to figure out a name for this episode. Cool. So this Henrita's map had a photo of that thing we found in this cave, right? Hold on now. That little dragon statue. Yeah, but on the map it only had certain ones that were lit. Need to... Okay. So, I need to... Let me just pull up that map from my PS app, because I screenshotted it. So, from the map, it shows we have 2 over here. Where's my fire spell? That's probably the wrong fire spell to use on this as well. Oh, you know what? Just light everything. And then we can just... Okay, so it's those 2. And the map has this one out as well. And I think also this one.
Perfect. Let's see what we've got.
Nice.
This must be what all the fuss was about.
Okay, so I have no idea how to view these maps when I pick them up, because I was trying to find it. So instead of that, I just take screenshots of the PlayStation and just view these maps in the PS app. Okay, what else do we have? And there's Outpost again. I want to see what I'm doing here. Use the musical map to find the treasure. Sky's the limit is done. Rescuing Rocco, done. We need to do this one still. Let's do this one, because we can just fast travel to all these points and give them everything we need. Okay, so let me just write this in it. Where's the sun map? Should I actually go and... I don't know if I want to... Oh my word, that's all the way over there. Let's actually go open these up.
What do you...
I'll be here one time. That's another house. Okay. Okay, then there's one opposite. I'm just going to get this one as well. Oh, there's a nighttime thing.
An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
Yo, what is this castle? Oh shit, what am I doing?
Loud as a troll.
Great.
You little coward!
I'm trying to get to you, man.
Had him not? You let Laura Treadwell go, didn't you?
To steal a stolen hippogriff. Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helmet you stole.
I'm pretty sure there's more enemies here. What is actually here in the first place? I'm guessing it's just gonna be like a legendary chest, probably. Most probably it's just gonna be a legendary chest. Yeah, I can see the big chest. No, that's not. Is that a big chest?
Goodness.
The fog blighted us a bit, I'll agree. Nonetheless, spoiled
I guess it's giving me gold. I'm not complaining about that. We're gonna need gold for this bloody new broom upgrade that's about to hit us. This area is so big though.
I don't waste time seeing if they're dead. Their fate's not on mine.
Expulso! You're the one who stole our goblin help. Well, their
Yeah, these guys are powerful as well.
You've been known to use the dark. I once made the same mistake with my colleague.
Incendio!
Okay.
Revelio!
Let's go. Lots and lots and lots of rope. Okay. Another chest up there. I'm trying to see where the heck we are. Who places bells like that? Why do you even need so many bells? Oh. Wait a minute. Did I not pick up something? Before I go check my screenshots. Here's a musical map. Save at a bell. Give me a second here. I'll just pull up the screenshot. Oh, it is. This is that musical thing. Okay, so we have to do this in a certain... Oh, great. Great. Okay, let me just pull up this musical photo. So it gives me images at the bottom of the musical notes, and then on the side of the wall it shows the same musical notes. I'm guessing we have to hit them in order of the musical notes playing at the bottom of this map. So that is through. This would look like, which is number 1. This one looks like it's number 2. This will be number 3. Is this number 4? No, this is number 4. No. It's this one. Number 5 is this one again. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Haha, that's cool.
The map contains clues about the order I'm supposed to ring the bells in.
That's cool. Okay. Now... yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Revelio.
What am I supposed to do now? Did I do it wrong, I think? Or do I need to... I think I did it wrong. Okay. Let's look at this map again. Haven't read music in so long. So we need number 1. And number 1... Oh, I hit this one. It's supposed to be this one. Of course I did that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice.
That did it.
What the hell?
And look.
Nice. Okay, screenshotting these things are much easier. because I can zoom in and look at it properly. It's been like 10 years since I've read a music sheet. That is insane. Okay, what else? What else? Okay. Rescuing, that is done. We need to get this damn thing. That's all the way over there. Which is fine. Because if I can get it done, then we can just fast travel and get rid of everything.
You've made a mistake.
Did I know? Oh yeah, it only comes out at night, right?
This is the Dirical Den, but Miss Moffat said Gwenira only appears at night.
Gwenaba. We're definitely not giving it the ammo though, that's for sure. How do I get to night again?
This must be the Dirical Den that Miss Moffat told me about. Now where is Gwenira?
Oh, that has to be you. You're the only albino on here.
Got her. Now I need to let Miss Moffat know.
Nice. I'll probably end up selling all of them to fund my broom upgrade. Am I able to get these type of animals? It doesn't count them as a beast. Oh, my ears itching. Okay, now we can happily go and let people know about everything that we completed.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Wonder who lives here.
Oh, hello!
Miss Moffat, I caught Gwenira.
That's incredible! Was it terribly difficult?
Not too bad, if you know what you're doing.
Don't be so humble about it. Well, may I have her now?
So we can actually get coins for it. Or do we keep it?
Actually, I think she'll be safer with me.
But it was my idea to rescue her. I'm the one who fell in love with her beautiful plumage. Oh, the cheek. Now what shall I do? Without her feathers, I can't finish any of my fashion designs. You traitorous foul napper. I hope she picks your eyes out.
Okay, who's next to complete? Return, we'll do that last. Let's go and give Rocco. Or do we keep? No, Rocco's a pet. We give Rocco back. We only kept that bird because it's albino rare one. You are so lucky.
My poor Rococo.
Miss Coffee, I found your Niffler.
Oh,
Oh,
Rococo.
goodness, really? Oh, thank you. You're very brave. I was at my wit's end. How's my sweet Rococo? May I have him back?
It wasn't easy battling Ashwinders and finding a Niffler in that house. I've earned a reward.
Oh, of course. I didn't realize you'd done all that. That was a lot of work. Anything for my precious baby. Oh, my brave little explorer. My greedy, greedy boy. Oh, I can't wait to get him home. Thank you again for what you did. From now on, I'll keep Rococo on a lead whenever we go out.
Ooh. We have so many of those things, we can just give it back. I haven't seen those albino ones in so long, so... Now we go back to... And Nettie's in Hogsmeade, so that's 2 of them in Hogsmeade. This is just gonna be speaking to the person again, so we can do that to end the episode. Let's go back. So we can unlock the final upgrade, which is gonna cost us probably like 8,000 to 9,000 coins.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Oh geez, they got Christmas trees up now. Dude, this game is insane that they're decorating it for the holiday, for the different days.
How's my favourite test flyer? What are we looking for today?
I'm gonna sell everything but the legendary.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your room performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help.
Nice.
Couldn't have done this without you.
So we're almost done with his side quest completely. Now it says Natalie is over here.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team. Hogsmeade, here I come.
We haven't heard from Sebastian in a while.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Oh, they're all here. Okay, so I thought this was just going to be a chatting thing. Seems like we're doing another side. I swear my episodes are always like 10 to 15 side missions and then one main mission. Which I'm not complaining about, but still.
I saw what you did!
Mrs. Rabe should.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Miss Rape. I thought it said rape. We do hope you will consider helping us with our banking needs. We do need ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we're beginning to lose our patience. No charge, we would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by the end of the week? Best to keep this between us if you understood our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Mr. Bickle.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
As I was saying, we haven't heard from Sebastian in a while. I wonder if we'll only start hearing from him after we complete the trial.
Revelio.
Hogsmeade, the only all-visiting village in Britain, Hogsmeade has been favourite haunt of Hogwarts students, third years and up for centuries.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there. Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Can't change it. No.
Revelio.
How was I not able to change it?
Students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Optional. Find the letter in the book. Oh my word.
Revelio.
So we have quite a few things to look for.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Why? I can take them.
Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here.
There's something behind here.
I shall be shining in Rookwood's eyes when he sees what I'm capable of. Show yourself!
Oh, you're with her, my friend. I've seen her
Expulsion!
Incendio.
You've made a great... Somebody else.
Incendio.
Oh damn it.
You die for that.
Incendio.
Look what you've done. You fight for that.
Another legendary? Yes.
Revelio.
I just need to check around. Make sure we don't miss anything. Because I want to try and find these optional stuff.
What are your faults on?
Revelio.
Okay, fair enough. Where does this one go? I need to like search every inch of this place.
Revelio.
Chest above me, there's another one above me here. Nice.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Okay. Now we just need to find the other one. So we need to check all chests. There's one up there. Oh my fucking god, man. I think I came from up there if I'm not mistaken. Can't carry any more. Okay. So it's not what we need then. As long as there's no more chests or anything in this area.
Revelio. The book of poems that was taken from Maximus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
There was... I almost ran past both of them. Okay, we found both things though. So
must be here
that's
somewhere.
great. Yeah, there's more Hogwarts students.
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am alright. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Nettie was not able to summon
Revelio.
It must be blocked by something.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Ooh, isn't Sebastian's sister cursed? Oh, okay. I thought maybe this was like a foreshadowing what would happen to his sister.
Thank you, Mr.
Revelio. My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
I saw two black strings flying.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Nuts I own I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
Give me 1 second, why don't you?
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Well, guess we're gonna take out Harlow on our own. The Popo is useless as usual.
Cozy than Hogsmeade.
Okay. What else do we have now? Now we can go talk to Poppy. I still don't have that one, that's weird.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Cool. We are finally, look at that. Look at that. We got rid of that whole entire list. We'll go map chamber, then we'll go room of requirements and see what legendary items we got.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office.
Oh,
In fact,
no.
I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Okay, cool. Let's go sort out our armor that we found, and then we can call this episode.
Access to the headmaster's office. Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Okay. Am I able to put more things in here? Okay. Let's take one out.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Ooh, wait, why does this... Does this need like 2 maybe? We have so many puffskins. Okay, cool.
Everything's all right now.
Terminal. It's all fine. Can actually carry quite a bit. Okay, cool. Let's go see what legendary armor we have. Yes, that is a lot. That is a lot. We finally have legendary handwear. We have legendary facewear. We have legendary head. What the hell are these glasses? We have legendary scarf wear. Window, yes, what I wanted. And of course the outfit. Nice. Now the important part is getting my stuff back. I like the scarves. So even if we sell it, we still keep it. That's actually nice, not gonna lie. Cool. Fine mount, broom. go. Oh, the final broom upgrade is ready. Okay. Let's just check out challenges because we might have quite a few things we can. Pumpkin Man head. 7 out of 14. We're literally 7 missions away from completing this game. Okay. 32 side quests. And we're done with this thing. So that's great. So what's that? So 26 more side quests, and we've completed all the side quests, I guess. So that's not bad. 7 main missions, 26 side quests. A good few, like 4 or 5 days, we'll do it all. Yeah. This and this, I don't know. Term of talents, we still need to learn that one. I do have 4, but I need to keep 1. Yeah, I need this. This I need. Oh, we need that one. We need this one. Okay. So this guy said the final upgrade was ready. However, let us look at view upgrades. Mooncoffer. Defense goes to 6. So its upgrades just increase defense. Oh. Okay, we got Incendo on 2, so that should do quite a bit. A year key. heard a key somewhere. At least I think I did. Okay, let's go speak to Master Fig, and then there's another damn side mission below here.
If he thinks he's getting away with this, he has another thing coming.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Was it what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Oh my word. Actually throws it. Oh, you're so lucky, Snowman. I can melt you, can't I?
Incendio!
You would have thought Uncle Roland senses best. He often asks after you and his owls.
Yo. Where are you going?
I spent hours trying to come.
Got it.
Nice. Found another one.
Acceptable? In Transfiguration? No child of mine should receive less than outstanding. What are you even doing in that class? Or is it that sniveling teacher of yours? You can be sure I'll be having words with that so-called school. You will receive an outstanding one way or another.
The bells must be upstairs. Found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps?
Yeah, shit, I got the new set that I didn't.
Revelio.
Wait, get which one's up where? Oh, there's one.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Christ, that is loud. Enter. He just got eaten by a frog. fuck is going on? Another legendary item.
Revelio.
Where's this final bell though?
Wingardium Leviosa. One up, one to go. Revelio.
There you are.
Wingardium Leviosa. Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
What is happening in my ears right now?
Aloha Mora.
Fills our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Ah, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
Okay. Surprise meeting. Meet Poppy in the Forbidden Forest. Oh god. Now the side missions are starting to pop up. Maybe we can just do this next time. I like that it doesn't pop up anymore. Okay, with that being said, guys, I am gonna end this episode of Hogwarts over here. So thanks for watching. Follow if you're new, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, and we'll probably stream about 3 or 4 episodes. So take care. See you guys tomorrow.